one fundamental flaw that he has in what he's saying is he's talking about breaking free from the matrix, and he says that the way to do that is to get crazy rich. And then he's bought 25 plus supercars, got houses in different places, and he's purporting that it's because of the money that he's free. As he will have learnt over the past 6 months, the money doesn't really mean that you're free, does it? Why Andrew Tate is wrong. I'm not going to get into the ongoing case, because ultimately you have to let that play out and see what happens. I'm more talking about a deeper issue here. Now, there's a lot of things that he says that are positive, there's a lot of things that he says that are negative. So the point of contention I have is that I actually feel like the message he's propagating is a little bit of a misdirect. The matrix, or the system, is the capitalist system in the West. And it is involving large entities owning almost everything. And what these large entities want to do is to keep us in the rat race, to keep us in this mindset where we are wanting ever more material things so that we get ourselves in debt, or that we keep spending, and that money ultimately keeps filtering up to the same people and companies. So if you are engaging in buying lots of material things, you are filtering that money back to the corporations that are the rock bed, the foundation of that system. So you're actually propping up the system by preaching the lifestyle of a materialist. That's what it is. You actually want to disengage. You actually want to move away from being a materialist. You actually want to go back to buying from small businesses. You don't want to buy the big label things, because you're just sending money back to the same system. So you're actually propping up the system. That's why it's not made sense to me that people say that he's breaking the matrix. I don't see it. I got fooled by that side of his message for a while as well. And then when you step back from it, you're like, hang on, this doesn't make any sense. I agree that there is a fundamental issue with the system. I agree that there is a issue sometimes with how people are portraying men, and people are losing their identity a little bit, and that place has created a space where men are suffering from mental health issues. But I don't also believe in the victim mindset. I do not believe in allowing others to dictate how you feel internally, allowing others to dictate your life. You don't have to jut up against people and things. There's no need for it. Focus on yourself and improve. Learn, grow, and evolve. Invest time, energy, and money into yourself and training yourself to optimize in every single way that you possibly can. But the main thing, as I always say, is find your passion and go with it. So it's a little bit of a different take that I have on Tate. I'm not going to get personal with regards to Tate and things that he's said over the years. People can have their opinions on that. But ultimately, I want to speak to people who follow his message. Anything that props up the system, props up the matrix, it's actually encouraging you to step away from the system in terms of your mindset and in terms of what your goals are. Now, everyone's allowed nice things, but I'm also starting to say that you can't say that you're against the matrix system when you literally are helping it, because you're encouraging lots of young men, for example, to earn more money, and then what you're encouraging them to do is to spend that money on these material things that allow you to portray yourself a certain way as a high value man. And God, do I have a problem with that term, high value man. My word. High value in what respect? You got people literally pronouncing themselves as high value men to other people. Like, that's me, I'm a high value. Oh my God. Human beings are funny, man. You don't need to make pronouncements about who or what you are. Just focus on being a happier person, being more at peace. Being driven is not a bad thing. Be driven. Go out there in the world and do things. Do what you enjoy. But don't say that you're encouraging people to break free from the matrix when really all you're doing is basically showing them that they should invest back into the Matrix system. Obviously, I don't know the man personally, and I'll have to have a face-to-face discussion with him to hash this out. But I really do believe that there's a disconnect there. And I believe that the message that young people need to hear, the disenfranchised youth, is to not chase material things, because you're chasing down a blind alley and it's not going to get you where you think. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself possible for you, and focus on getting to a situation where you feel at peace and in contentment with yourself. This is the Warrior of God.